Real heroes aren't simply angels in the sky floating on cotton candy clouds. Real heroes aren't simply yogis oming and meditating in the Himalayas, in the pristine mountains somewhere. Real heroes aren't simply those that are called Tom Cruise or Will Smith or Kobe Bryant. Real heroes are those that are willing to deal. Real heroes are those that are willing to enter life, the craziness, the wildness, the joy of life, and dive into life so fully, so profoundly. Real heroes are those that are willing to open their hearts when they have every reason not to. Real heroes are those that are willing to forgive even though you may have been wronged. Real heroes are those that are willing to dare to follow their life's purpose, dare to follow their dreams even though they may have been beaten down over and over and over and over and over again. I believe that if you're alive, if you're breathing, are you breathing? If you're watching this right now, I'm assuming you're breathing. Listen to your heartbeat for a moment. You are alive. And real heroes, I believe, are those that are willing to appreciate this moment so fully and dare to give their gifts so profoundly and so deeply. And I believe that if you're alive, that there is a possibility inside you. There is an unbreakable spirit inside you. There is an unshakable source of vitality, of energy, of force, of life force energy inside you. I believe that if you're alive, no matter who you are, no matter what background you've come from, no matter what your past has been, no matter how many times you failed, no matter how many failed relationships you may have had, no matter what you've been through, if you're alive right now, there is a hero deep inside you. Deep within your being, there is a hero. And you know what? You may have forgotten. You may have buried it. You may have distracted yourself so that you don't remember that pulse of the heroic nature of your own heart, of your own self, of your own true source, of your own true self. But I believe deep down, you know. And I also feel that more than ever, right now, the world is calling you and I to stand up. The world is calling you and I to dare to live and be the heroes that we truly are. To let go of the story. Just because you may be living in a certain situation, or just because you're living a story or a script from your past, doesn't mean at any moment, with responsibility, with choice, with intention, you can't make a decision to be heroic and recreate the story. Just because you're lying in a bed that you've already made doesn't mean you can't remake that bed at any moment. Are you willing to take the responsibility of being a hero? So often we're waiting for someone. We're waiting for someone special to come. You know, we look at these great heroes on TV, or these great heroes that fly and dunk and, you know, jump from buildings and have these superpowers, and we go, wow, they're amazing. Gandhi's amazing. Jesus was amazing. Buddha was amazing. MLK was amazing. JFK was amazing. You know, and we're often waiting for someone to come and save us. Some hero to win the lottery, or someone, or the white knight, someone to come and save us. No one's coming. No one's coming, because you are already here. There is a hero inside of you, and an unbreakable force of light and spirit inside of you that has the capacity, if you are willing to take responsibility, that has the capacity to shake and move the world. You don't even need to win the lottery, because you've already won the lottery. And what you've won is you. You with all of your God-given incredible potential, energy, and possibilities. Are you willing to embrace the hero inside of you? Reminds me of a story of someone that was a hero. I believe that the real heroes today are those that dare to love. The real heroes today are those that dare to enter life and love fully and love profoundly. Love heroes. Are you ready to be a love hero? It reminds me of a story of a man. and a village. And this man was an elder in a village. And he lived in a village somewhere in the mountains, and this village had a few hundred people, and they had many treasures in this village. This village received a message from the other village that was sent, saying that there were a group of bandits about to come to their village and loot everything. So they received a 2-day warning. The warning said, we will be coming to your village in 2 days. We advise that you leave, and leave everything because we will come for you. So leave now, leaving all of your treasures. We give you 2 days to run for your life. Everyone in this village was freaking out. Everyone in this village, they were crying. They're like, oh my God, we're going to die. What are we going to do? So finally, after calming down, they went to the wise man of the village, the elder, the shaman, who was so connected all the time, who always had the profound right answers. And they went to this man and they said, what do we do? Should we run? We're ready to pack our bags. And this man just said, relax. Simply said, relax. I have a plan. They were like, what's your plan? We're going to get killed. He says, I have a plan. And he instructed the entire village to bring their best food, the best goats, the best cows, the best rice, the best clothes, the best tables. And he says, we are going to create the most amazing feast possible. So the entire village started going to work. They weren't sure what was going on, but the entire village began going to work, and the women began to cook, and the men began to make tents and tables and preparing the village for the most incredible feast for a few hundred people. And once the feast was almost prepared, they received notification that these crazy bandits who were coming to loot their village were fast approaching and were only a mile away. And everybody started to freak out. And this man said, let's go. Prepare the food, prepare the party, prepare the celebration. We have some visitors. And they went outside to the entry point of the village, and the wise man went with all his people, and he stood there. And he began to welcome these bandits, and these bandits were shocked. They couldn't believe that people were still there. They said to the man, we warned you to leave. We're about to kill all of you. And he says, I know. But before you kill us and take everything we have, we insist that you sit down. We have prepared the most amazing, incredible feast for you and your team and your crew. Come and sit with us. Then do whatever you want. So slowly, the bandits were convinced to come and sit with the man and the village, and they sat down and they began eating the food. And the food was the best food imaginable. I mean, they pulled out all the stops, held nothing back, gave everything, and the bandits were just overjoyed. They're like, this is the best food we've ever had in our entire lives. And their bellies were full, and they were served, and they were happy, and they just sat there in contentment. Now, the wise man said to the bandits, he says, now that you've eaten our food, now that you've eaten, you can go to our huts, to our houses, and take anything. Take anything you want. Start with my house first. We know why you're here. There are treasures there. There are gold here. There's all sorts of valuables here. Take anything you want under one condition, that you don't harm a single person of our village. You are our guests, and you are welcome to anything you want. The leader of the bandits was outrageously shocked. He couldn't believe what was happening, and he looked at this wise man, the old man, and his tears started falling down his face as he was profoundly moved, melted, and touched by the sheer kindness and generosity of the man and the people of the village. And he looked at the man and he says, no, we cannot take a thing. You have opened your arms and your village to us with an open heart. You have fed us. You have taken care of us. We will not touch anyone. We will not touch anything. Your kindness has touched us so profoundly, and we felt your humanity so deeply that we will no more live the life we've been living. And they left. And I simply shared this story to you to inspire you. I simply share this story with you to challenge you. I simply share this story with you to get you thinking. It's easy to be loving when you're loved back. It's easy to be kind when someone's kind to you. It's easy to be open-hearted when everything is going your way. But that's normal. That's average. That's just what's so. But the real heroes dare to forgive, dare to love, dare to be kind, even when the situations of life invite them to be otherwise. Even when no one's looking, even when they have reasons to not be. Can you love? Can you give? Can you serve? Can you live in your integrity? Can you hold your center and live your truth? Live your authenticity when all of life is going crazy around you? Can you live love? To me, this is the spiritual practice. Every single opportunity of your life, every single challenge, every single challenging person is simply giving you the opportunity, the yoga, the spiritual, emotional, mental gymnasium for you to open your heart and say, I have a choice right now. Either I'm going to contract and fall into certain patterns and tendencies and fear, or I'm going to step up, breathe, connect, and live my truth, live the love in my heart and the love now. So, are you ready to be the hero that you were destined and born to be? What else is there to do?